Hello everyone, welcome to the market outlook for the week. Gaurang Shah here from Geojit Financial Services. And after seeing a rally for almost a week, last week on Friday, we did see the markets lose a little bit of ground on fallback of profit booking. And last week on Wednesday, when we had an interaction, our view was that there could be days of profit booking. And whatever ground that was lost on Friday, this morning, as we return to the trade, we have recovered all the lost ground. To give you certain levels on the Sensex Nifty currency as well as crude oil, Sensex is trading at about 61,790, up about 730 odd points. Nifty is up close to 200 points, 18,270. Bank Nifty up 620 points, 43,280 is the level on Bank Nifty. Rupee dollar equation, strength in rupee of 5 paise, 81.75 is the level of rupee against the dollar. And a little bit of strength on the crude oil basket, energy basket. Brent is trading at about $75.70 to a barrel, and NYMEX is trading at about $71.80 to a barrel. Expect Brent to hover around these levels, which is a little bit of comfort zone for the entire economies and countries which are crude dependent, imports rather. And rupee dollar equation, I think slow and steadily we should see a little bit of more strength coming into the rupee against the dollar. On the markets, well, expect the remaining part of the fourth quarter last year earnings season that remains to be seen to deliver in line with whatever we've seen up till now. And if that is the case, then I think you should see a little bit of more strength coming into the markets. Like we mentioned last week, there would be days of profit booking, which is absolutely healthy for the markets, and it gives opportunity for all those investors who are waiting on the sidelines to come and participate into the equity market platform. Uh, on the election front, well, the state of Karnataka is going to witness state election. There is a lot of political noise around the Karnataka state election and whatever remains to be seen in the future. In effect, what we are trying to say is that there's going to be a lot of political noise, which may have its impact, direct, indirect, on the equity markets. And finally, of course, the outcome of all those state elections, uh, depending upon what the result is, the market would possibly react accordingly. But overall, I think the kind of strength and momentum that we are witnessing in the markets, this should continue for some time. Very soon, we'll be approaching the monsoon season. There are two different opinions. According to Skymet, there could be a little bit of deficit of long-term averages close to 94%. And according to the Met Department, the first half is going to be relatively better. Second half is what we may possibly see some kind of deficit coming. But the most important thing, friends, which we have to see is the spread of monsoon, especially in those areas which are dominated by agri activities. So, as and when we approach the monsoon season and how it pans out, market would possibly react, and that could be a very determining factor, keeping in mind the food inflation that one has to see in case if there is any kind of deficiency. Overall, the news flow from the global and local arena remains to be positive. There were fear last week because of the Fed outcome, but our markets and the rest of the markets have taken it very positively. And the statements made by the Fed chair has also gone down well with the global markets. Two investment ideas, Fred. As always, we give you certain investment ideas on the fundamental from a long-term point of view. The first one is a mid-cap IT company called Cyient Limited. Uh, Good set of earnings. Some numbers were in line, some were above the street estimates. And we believe that whatever concerns surrounding the entire IT pack, slow and steadily, as we see more earnings unfold in the future, would be a thing of the past. So, in terms of investment idea in the mid-cap IT universe, the first name is Cyient Limited. A second one is from a smaller private sector bank, which has seen tremendous amount of strength in the earnings over the last couple of quarters, and the improvement run rate continues to be even stronger. The name is IDFC First Bank. This bank balance sheet was a little bit top heavy with respect to certain loan exposures that it had, and respectively they had to do certain higher provisioning. But all those things are now thing of the past, and the numbers that unfolded last week of IDFC First Bank was much better than what the street has estimated, and the commentary from the management is, and the outlook for the future business is extremely strong. So both these names, Science Limited from Midcap IT and small private sector bank IDFC First Bank, our advice would be to start nibbling in, start getting into the stocks with a little bit of exposure of whatever amount you want to invest. Totally have at least 25-30% invested at current levels, and as and when the market gives you opportunity on the lower level, our advice would be to start accumulating at lower levels and adding on to your investments. Please remember one thing, friends, these are long-term fundamental investment ideas. So you need to have at least a year and a half kind of a time horizon to have a meaningful return from your investments. Thank you very much for your patience hearing, and I'll see you again next week. Till then, take care. Bye-bye.